these lovely problems. Anything? What do you think? What's the first thing that you can detach and bring to the other side? 4 to the 4. 4 to the 8. You gotta divide by 2. You gotta get this logarithm. This whole entire thing has to be by itself. So if it's being multiplied by 2, we gotta divide both sides by 2. If it was being added, we would subtract it. Right? Alright, and then we got log base 4, a minus 5 equals 4. Now what can you do? Yeah, we can convert this into exponential form, right? So that's going to be 4 to the 4th equals what? A minus 5. And keep in mind, it is this 4 raised to this 4 power. What is 4 to the 4th? Bigger. That's 4 to the 3rd. You're on the right track. Bigger. 256. 256 equals a minus 5. So can you tell me what a equals? 261. Very good. Add 5 to both sides for those who need to see it. You can actually check this answer, which is nice about equations. That's why equations are lovely. If you put into your calculator 2 times log 261 minus 5 divided by log of 4, that's that change of base formula, it should equal 8. Very nicely. It should equal 8. Okay? Alright, how about number 2? Divide by 4. Again, we've got to solve for the piece that has the variable in it. Okay? So that's being attached to multiplication, so we divide 6 to the 10n. What's 64 divided by 4?
That should be about...
Okay? And now what do I do? How do you get that exponent, that variable, out of that exponent?
Squaring.
Squaring it would undo a square root. It's a little different. What did we do in the other one? You can't have a variable in there. Can't. This whole thing is attached with the exponent. That's all attached. So we're not make an exponent of this? No. If you convert this to a logarithm, what does it become? Log base what? Base 6 of 16 equals 10. The whole point of logarithms is to get the exponent out of the exponent. Can you evaluate this? You can totally evaluate that. You got to do a little bit of a change of base formula, but you can evaluate it. You can throw it into your calculator. It's probably not going to be pretty. Give me some sort of decimal for that shenanigans. What you got? Log 16 divided by log 6. Make sure you close the parentheses after the 16. Who's using the calculator? Save us, Jasper. Save. Okay, we'll go through the parentheses. Alright, so 1.55 is pretty much what 10n is. So then can you solve that? Yeah, try. You get 0.155. This is a little bit harder to check because it's approximated, but you should get pretty close. If you substitute 0.155 in for your variable, you should get close to 64. Okay? Sound good? Smile and nod. Round and shake your head. Alright, how about the word problem? How long will it take a population of 12 species that doubles every hour to reach 3,072? How do we turn that into a function? It can be a sub n, it can be f of x, it can be y equals. If you like turning it into an a sub n first, you could. What do you always start with? We've already written these. What's your starting value? What's your initial value? 12. And what are we doing? What are we multiplying by each time? We're doubling, so it's 2. And then we raise it to the x. What other information do they give us? And it equals this. Yes, this is your y value, right? I want to know if this is 3072, can you solve this? We're going to divide by 12. What do you get when you divide by 12? 256? Siri doesn't know the answer to this question. How do you solve this?
Sorry about that.
Can't hear you. You're whispering.
Polly,
Yes,
is Forrest Whitenside?
he is.
Can you return?
Sure. I'm assuming I said front office. You can wait till we're done with this problem if you'd like to. Anytime you want to get an x out of the exponent, convert it to a logarithm. That's what logarithms are for. It should be a nice number. This is going to be log base what? Log base 2 of 256 equals x. This is 2 to a power. You could figure it out if you really wanted to, but you could also throw it in your calculator. Go ahead. Yell me the answer. What do I get? 8. It will take 8 hours. Sound good? And of course you would write that as a sentence. What would it sound like if it was a sentence? Perfect. It took 8 hours for the population to reach 3,072. Sound good?
I have a question.
Talk to me.
Couldn't you also use 2 is a very small number with 2 multiples? Couldn't you do 4 and then figure out that 4 to the 4th and then just multiply that?
Absolutely. Because that, we said that was 4 to the 4th in the last problem, right? Yeah, so if you notice that.